Hello, and welcome to English Conversations ⅱ I'm Setsuko Sato, and we're on Belmont Avenue on Chicago's North Side, home to many of Chicago's blues clubs. Among its many cultural attractions, Chicago is known for its world-class blues. And our guest today is the master blues guitarist, Otis Rush. He is the one who great rock and roll guitarists like Eric Clapton aspire to. So let's go meet him. Born in 1934 in Philadelphia, Mississippi, Otis Rush was the fifth son in a family of 7 children. He was brought up on a farm by his mother after his father abandoned the family following the birth of his younger sister. He had to miss a lot of school in order to help work on the farm and found he could escape through his music. Never formally taught how to play the guitar, he plays a right-handed guitar backwards and upside down with his left hand. To illustrate the difficulties of playing in this fashion, critics have equated it to playing a piano with the black and white keys reversed. Trying to make a better life for himself, he moved to Chicago in 1948. Discovering he could make a living with his music, he has been playing ever since. This 2-time Grammy nominee is now a fixture in the Chicago blues scene. How did you get involved in music?
Just from listening at different artists, play the blues over the radio, country and western, Eddie Arnold and all these great singers,
Was there any musicians in your family?
No.
No?
Not as I knows of.
Well, when did you first pick up the guitar?
No, we got to go way back there. I picked it up around 8 or 9, 10 years old, but wasn't doing nothing with it, just messing around with it.
Who gave you the guitar? Did someone give it to you?
Well, it was my brother's, really. He bought the guitar for him,
Right.
So I steal and play, Yeah.
Does he play at all?
No.
No? Oh, so you just
He
totally
never
took
did
it over.
learn how to play. Right.
Wow. You're left-handed.
Yes.
So how did you learn how to play?
This is what I mean. When 8 or 9 years old, you don't know nothing about changing the strings or what key you're playing in and all this. So you have to learn how to tune the guitar. That's the first thing I learned,
Right.
because he didn't allow me to bother his guitar.
Right.
So I got to leave it like he left it. Right? So I could hear, so I keep it in tune. I hear the tune, how you tune it up, and then after I get through playing it, I can tune it back like it were. So the first thing I learned was how to tune the guitar myself.
Did anybody teach you how to play?
No.
No? When did you come to Chicago, and why?
Why did I come? I had a sister. My sister lived here. I came to visit, and I decided I want to stay. Okay? And I was around 1950 or something like that.
And what happened after you started getting performances? How did your career start to progress?
Well, I mentioned a while ago I got a job by being in the window making noise, 2711 Wentworth, Chicago.
Right.
Because I had been up in there before this particular night, making noise, and the club owner didn't have a band, so he came by and said, "Where's the guy that was in the window?" So he hired me. And I was saying I made $5 a night for that,
Right.
Yeah. So he gave me 4 nights. I quit my job to go play guitar, in this club.
And then what happened after that?
I've been going at it ever since. And my little money raised up a little more and more and more, I began to be able to pay rent and stuff like that.
Always at the same club?
Yeah. And I began to go to other clubs. So I got started like that. This club owner come by, I want him here. I want him at this club. So I got started that way.
So were you playing
I
every
met
night?
Junior Wells, Muddy Waters, For the first time, that's the first time I ever see a musician play on stage. That was Muddy Waters. Called Clubs Zanzibar.
What did you learn from seeing him play?
What did I learn it from?
No, what did you learn from seeing him play?
What do I learn from singing and playing? I usually play for myself. See, I'm glad you asked that because I didn't intend to get into music. You know, I wanted to play it for me, you know.
Right.
I wasn't thinking about the next person when I first started because I just want to learn it and be able to sit down and just play.
So for how many years were you playing in Chicago?
Well, I've been playing ever since 55 because I recorded
Wow.
my first record around 55.
So that's almost 40 years.
Don't tell nobody. Yeah, but I've been playing ever since, ever since Chicago.
Did you start playing in other cities after a while?
Right. After I recorded the first record was 55, and then I started traveling everywhere, across the country.
Like what cities?
Europe.
Oh, Europe.
Yeah, everywhere. Europe, everywhere.
Did you ever play in Japan?
Yes. I played there also.
How many times?
I don't know. I've been there several times.
In Tokyo?
Tokyo, I don't know the names of Osaka.
Osaka.
I don't know the name of the other places, but I played there. I was there about 2-3 years ago.
How did you like Japan?
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Great. I love the peoples there.
How about the food?
Well, I love my food right here. Okay?
No raw fish?
Well, no. That's too much to handle.
Well, you're married to a Japanese woman.
Yes. She's sitting right over there. That's Masaki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Well, thank you.
How did you two meet?
75 or 74 something in Japan. I was working.
Were you playing at a club and then she was a customer there? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not a club, festival.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Oh, like a jazz festival.
Right.
I see. And then you just fell in love and got married?
Well, 2-3 years afterward, I came back here and we talked about it for a while, and then she came here after 2 or 3, 4 years after that.
And you have 2 beautiful children now.
Oh, thank you.
I heard them play the piano, some
Oh,
jazz.
yeah. We try to
jazzy
teach them.
piece.
You know, the mother there, she can play piano, and I play a little, and so we try to teach them what we know. And they doing pretty nice, coming along. And they bad, you know. If they can remember what we teach them, they play pretty well.
Do they want to be musicians too?
I think so.
Yeah. Then you could play together. It could be a family performance.
Like I said, they so bad. You know?
Getting back to your time in Chicago, how was it like in the 50s, the blues scene?
Well, it was like slow for as music, you know. I didn't have a record, so I wasn't doing anything. I was working day jobs to survive, you know. But after the guy came by and I'm in the window, and he gave me $5, right, to play this particular night. So he gave me full nights. I quit my job to play these full nights for $5. And it eventually grew, you know, they gave me a little more. So I wind up making a living at it. So I'm still at it. I don't go back and get day job.
Who are you influenced by?
Many musicians. I think maybe B.B. King, and you got a lot of guys out here that's playing. Buddy Guy and myself, we sort of like started out together. And many of the artists, I can't call all of them name, but you got a lot of guys was out there. Eddie Clearwaters, you know. And Jimmy Johnson, you know, really we all sort of like started out, he playing here and I'm over here, you know.
You played with Ike Turner too? Ike and Tina Turner's Ike?
No, I didn't play with them. See, I did a recording, and he played on the recording.
Oh, I see.
For Cobra, which was Double Troubles. He played second guitar on there. See, maybe Double Trouble or All Your Love, I think. Yeah. Keep Loving Me, Baby. Yeah, that's one he played.
Well, for example, Eric Clapton and Stevie Ray Vaughan, they credit you for being their main influence in music.
Well, I thank them for that and for the nice words. But they really did it for themselves. You know, Eric Clapton is a bright young man, and Stevie Ray Vaughan, I love them both. They playing their own things. You know, we all play like somebody. You know? So, them guys out there, they learn mostly on their own. Right. Just like myself.
Have you ever met them?
Oh yes, we played together.
Oh wow.
In Europe, me and Eric Clapton, and what's his name? Robert Cray, Luther Allison. We all was over there together.
How do you think blues has changed over the years?
Blues is always dragging, you know. Rock and roll's always the winner, you know. But the blues is it's always dragging. I guess that's the blues. You know? So, some good seasons, some good seasons, some bad.
You know, I've heard people say that most of the viewers or the people who come to hear blues are white, and not many black people come to hear it.
That is true.
Why do you think that's so?
I don't know. I guess God got something to do with all this. It used to be you couldn't get on the radio with the blues, you know, until Elvis Presley came out. And he started doing his thing, and he sort of broke the ice for everyone, you know.
Well,
he had my blue suede shoes. I had I Can't Quit You Baby out just about the same time. He started.
Well, are black people no longer interested in the blues, or?
I think maybe yes. You know, maybe the press, you know, got confused a lot. It's hard for me to explain for some other people, you know, but I stick with it myself. You know.
Well, it's a good thing you did.
Yeah. It's the only way I can live, you know.
Right.
Play the blues.
In 1982, you took a self-imposed hiatus where you quit playing or performing?
Yeah, I quit for about 2 years, and maybe 2 years and a half. as I was saying, I really got into this for me, myself, to just calm myself down. I play the guitar, and but like I said, fans came up behind me playing, and I made the first record. So I respect my fans, and I enjoy them, and I love it. And they the one make me play music, you know, my fans. When I go to the club, they meet me, and they greets. They show love, and so the fans keep me going to playing music. In other words, I just play for myself.
Well, why did you quit? Was it out of anger or?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
the
were you
recording companies, you know, they're all full of whatever, you know. So they're out here to get the money from the artists, and artists suffering, you know, and
Right.
hey, this is my company, this is my recording, this do you know what I mean?
Right.
Which I can't stand. You know? Everyone to know that.
I guess the record companies tend to exploit artists.
Well, most blues musicians, you know, they rip them off, you know. So that's what they're doing to me. So that's why I quit.
And then why did you come back and start playing?
Well, like I said, my fans keep talking to me, and they the one keep me going.
Why did they gather here in Chicago?
Well,
Why did Chicago attract a lot of blues players?
Well, I really can't answer that truthfully, because all of the musicians that come here, they also go to the other cities. You know, we meet in New Orleans, Miami, San Francisco, New York, and we all there. But some kind of way Chicago got the name, so hey, look, I'm proud I live here for that reason, you know. And you know, I really can't say why Chicago has this name.
Well, how does the blues make you feel?
Well, I'd like to say this. I play the blues because it's a living, not because I'm sad. And, you know, I play the blues because it's a job. But I love to play the blues, but it is a job like any other job. Just traveling is a job.
Does it feel good?
Listen, I was glad to get off last night, you know. So I work, and sometimes I'm glad to get off. Sometimes I can't wait to get back to work. You know, I want to play. So you get the feeling you want to play, then you don't want to play. Yeah, you don't want to be bothered with music.
Right. But you have to do it because
You gotta
it's your
do
job.
it. It's a job.
Well, at least you get to do a job that you like to do.
Well, I suppose you're right.
Yeah. I mean, I guess no one likes to do something all the time, but
Yes, you're right.
yeah. But it's nice to be able to do something that you're great at.
Well, I'm trying. I am trying. I've been scuffling out here a long time, but I got some things that I didn't play yet. Some new stuff I don't play.
Are you coming out with any records?
Oh yes, I will be coming out with a record very soon.
Oh, wow.
Very soon for my fans.
Well, we'll be looking forward to it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And it was great talking with
My
you
pleasure.
today.
My pleasure.